Okay, we're going to call county property meeting to order. Roll call, Dave Torres here, Gary Small. Here. Mike? Here. Tom Miller. Here. Matt Slager. Here. Joe Savage. Here. All present. Were there any citizens' comments? No. Has everyone had an opportunity to look at the bills? Motion to approve. Joe Savage, second Gary Small, all in favor. We are going to move down to the very bottom for farm lease. Mr. Jensen's going to open the bids.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. That's on. We got two bids for the farm lease. Farm property leases, I should say. First one is by Lawrence Matthews Zanicki. So you better look back here, see if there's anything else. Resume and references. They submit following offer for leasing of parcel 1, Catlin Park, consisting of 119.43 acres for $221 per acre. That's 221.00.
No bid here on the road, Matt. No bid out here.
That one was just for Catlin Park.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. This one here was put in by Mr. Kevin Newell with resume and references. First bid for Catlin Park, 119.43 acres, $247.65, 247.65, and or the following offer for leasing parcel 2 for Etna Road property of 15.41 acres at $252.57 as 252.57.
Sorry, Mr. Chairman, what was the first one
I'm sorry, let me turn this off first.
for the Catlin Park?
The first one,
No, the second bid,
The
but the
second
first
bid?
price, yeah.
that was $247.65.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
No questions I see. Lowest responsible bidder would be Kevin Newell for both parcels. Is there a motion to forward to finance?
Excuse me,
Doug,
we don't want the lowest responsible bidder.
I mean the best. Yeah.
We want
That came out wrong, didn't it?
we want the highest responsible.
The highest responsible bidder. Yeah, this is the reverse.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doug, for correcting.
Sorry, I had my mic off.
We need a motion to finance, the motion to move to finance? Or does it just go there? Our recommendation? Finance does leases. Solidifies the leases. Gary?
Also need our attorney to send our current tenant for Catlin Park a notice that the lease is expired.
So does it just automatically move to finance, or do we need a motion? for our referral? I don't know.
We need a motion to recommend.
Yes. Gary, second by Tom Miller. All in favor? All right. Farm lease taken care of.
Thank you.
We'll move up to Parks, Memorial, and Cemetery. Top of the line budget.
Yep, the budget's done. We did it here, so I've got it. I'm going to
I'm
the-
sorry, I wasn't here last week.
Yeah, we did it last week, so,
Okay.
yep, and then I'm going to finance, I think, on the 9th of September, so. we're good
September,
with
you have a
budget.
meeting with finance?
Yep,
Beautiful.
or the full board, I'm sorry. I think it's full board, actually. Or finance. Is it finance? Okay, finance, yeah, sorry, I just, so. Yeah, so we've been working on,
Hold
trails out there. Oh, just one second.
Motion to pay the bills. Mike? Second by Gary. All in favor? Okay, now reports. Thank you.
All right. So at Catlin, I should be specific. We've been working on some of the trails on, everyone knows there's a lot of slopes, a lot of hills out there. So every few years you got to, do a pretty significant addition of aggregate gravel. Usually they used to use what was called a trail mix, which was pea gravel, clay, and sand kind of mixed together. So what we have is, since we're doing a lot of that work with the building, we have gotten basically it's gravel mixed with clay and sand and stuff to fix it. So these are some of the erosion you can see. And again, these pictures do not do this justice at all. That's maybe 10-inch little rift right there. So, I mean, it doesn't look very deep at all. So, I mean, this is just some of the erosion, just to give you an idea of what we're dealing with. And then I got a couple of pictures that show kind of how we fix it. Oh, yeah, this is a pretty good one to show how when water comes down, I mean, this is generally a straight slope. And so that whole area over, we haven't fixed this since I've been here. So over the course of 10 years or so, that's all eroded away. So we'll throw some of that gravel on there. We have to, grade it out. And then depending on how we do it, have to run over it with a roller to help compact it. And it does a really good job. So this is kind of a lot of leaves on here, but this is what it looks like when it's fixed. You can see there's no more erosion. If you can look further up the hill, that there's still some up there, but that is completely, that was one of our deeper spots. That's just completely gone now. So water will run off and you don't have to worry about it. And then this is, last week I told you I forgot to put the picture up of the horse arena. So here's the horse arena with new, that was right after or like a week after I did it, a couple days actually after I did it. And as you can see, this was about a week. You can still see there's actually, horses have already been out in there if you're looking at the bottom left. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It was full of weeds and we just kept mowing it. So it's supposed to have the limestone shavings in it. So we put limestone shavings in it and graded it out. So it got used pretty much immediately. So that's some of those trail, working on the trail does take a while. Using our F450, doing that work with the truck. It's basically about a 2-hour for one load. Take it out, grade it, and one load doesn't get you very far. So it is a long process that we'll be continuing to do throughout the summer till the winter. But we do have the aggregate and we'll get them graded. They're not too bad. We just want to get ahead of it. Usually when on the trails we weekly, monthly, we do grade them, but eventually the aggregate, the soil, the gravel, it kind of just washes away and you run out of material. So that's where we're at in some areas. So that's what we're doing. With the modular building, we've got it completely cleaned. It was basically ready to go, but we've, completely cleaned it with sweep, mop floors, the whole kit and caboodle. And we've got all the, I've got, employees only, women's bathrooms, all the markings are up on the bathrooms and stuff. So that building is pretty much good to go. The ramps are up. They were supposed to finish the parking lot this week. They are behind a week. I didn't ask exactly why, but I do know it's because of all that rain. I'm certain they were working on I'm certain that they had some major issues because they were right in the center of all that rain. So I didn't, they're supposed to have it done this week, so they're going to be working on it next week. And I don't know, it's good to go. I mean, the building itself can be used. The parking lot's just not completely done. I didn't know, maybe we'll wait till next week. I know at one point we want to schedule a meeting out there, so I don't know how far in advance we want to do, if we're going to do a month out, if we want to schedule a meeting out there, it's something to think about. If we want to talk about it next meeting, if you want to schedule a meeting out there now, the parking lot should be complete next week. Unless something else happens, but, you know, just to put that out there, if you guys want to schedule a meeting or if you want to talk about it next week.
Next week Joanne should be back, shouldn't she?
I would prefer you schedule it the first part of September, for my own personal
Oh.
reasons.
Yeah. Anybody
Yeah.
else have any conflicts? Kurt?
We have bids due the second meeting in September, and we already advertised
Here.
that they'd be here, so, sorry, but I'm gonna screw up that date.
Or we go into October for the meeting out there? You'll be farming, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's honestly, it's, you know, if we do October, you get some beautiful colors out there.
Is the air conditioner on out there?
The air conditioner's on, it works great. It's way more efficient, just like the propane heat, way more efficient than I thought it was gonna be.
So that point won't matter then? Recommendation for the meeting in Gatlin Park. First, second Friday in September? Committee?
Just a question on Tuesday. Kurt, did you say the bid will be open the second?
Second property committee meeting, so that is the
Fourth Friday.
fourth Friday, yeah. Yeah. Correct. Correct, yep.
Is there any other conflicts? Chairman Jensen?
Not that I'm aware of. You're gonna do it on the 12th then?
Well, let's make it, convenient for everybody. Yeah, sounds good. September 12th?
All right, September 12th?
Good enough time for you to advert?
Throw away that calendar. It's not even ready. Thanks, Gary.
Okay, reservations going good. Is there any update on projects?
Yep, yeah, the reservations are going quite well. Depends on the project. So, well, I've got a list. I'll go down my list first. So our van is fixed. It was a pain in the butt. I had to fix 5 wires in several that were actually in the wire harness. I had to dig through the wire harness to fix. Generally, you would replace the entire wire harness, which is anyone's ever done that work. Holy cow. But, it took me
Attaboy.
yeah, it took me about a month, but just because it's a very frustrating process. So, but the van is fixed. They just got it fixed last week. I had Chris Dvorak out, showed him the building. He's with the Regional Office of Education. So he saw the building and our facilities. So, we'll see what he thinks and see what he's going to do to help get some schools and some education out there. The Illinois Valley Community College cross country coach is interested in doing some stuff out there. So he was out there. He saw the building. Let me see here. I need to have, one thing I have to have done for the building, which may not get done by the time you guys are out there, but I do have the money in the grant, is we put that, handicap parking pad, the compliant pad in, and I have to get, we were gonna do a pad ourselves, right next to where the ramp is, and it's small, we have everything to do it. And I was going to do limestone paths throughout, which are compliant, but I have kind of gone away from that a little bit, and looking at what we have, I really think that we should have concrete, from the building ramp to the, stairs on the building, and then to which isn't very far, and then to the new, pavilion. So, I mean, I think that's what we're gonna do. Again, that would be, really, it's compliance. It's about, getting people with disabilities around out there. So, I think that's something I really have to do, because right now even if we did, the limestone, you have to do a lot of maintenance on those. So in this particular area, I don't wanna have to do maintenance nonstop. So that's something I'm gonna have to do, and that can kind of come out of the grant. So I still have to get an estimate for it. I just was looking at that this week, and it does need to get done. Let me see. Oh, and I did reach out. I have a meeting. I have to, schedule the exact date, but in October with the North Central Council of Governments about grants. So I've been having problems getting registered for the grants, and I can't figure out why. And I keep trying, and he seems to think that someone is registered, and I'm trying to register on top of them somehow. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm having a heck of a time. So he's gonna help me. They're gonna help me with some of that. So so I'm meeting with him in October over some grants. And also, I should mention Fred Moore suggested, and I did look into it, it's a good idea. And some of these aren't the same type of federal, so these are a little bit easier, for grants regarding the, historic site, the, monument. So it was a really good idea. There are some grants out there for that. So I'll look into that to see if we can get some, money for the restoration of the monument itself, because there are grants for historic sites. So, to see if they're still out there, but, that's what we've got going on.
Any questions from the committee? Doug?
Ken, I just recently came across this map. Have you got that map out there?
Yeah, that map is, I don't have it in a large form. That map is available out there. There's 2 spots you can pick up maps, and I have that map out there in,
Okay.
it's printed on cardstock, so it's a better map. I don't have the full-size one out yet because that map has to be modified again.
Yeah.
Because we have our bathroom, our building.
Right.
And all that has to be put on there. So, yeah, that's this winter I'm actually gonna have, well, this fall is when I'm gonna have all that modified, so.
Okay, great.
Yeah, 'cause
And-
that's the map we did, but yeah, it's a little outdated already. I did it like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, and it's already
Right.
outdated, so
Right.
that's not a bad thing, I guess.
We don't have a big one though, do we?
No, and the reason I didn't put up the big one is for that
Right.
reason, because they're
Right.
pretty expensive, and I wasn't gonna put one up, and then 2 years later, knowing we were doing all this, have to put up a new one, so
Well-
the big one up there is, it's original.
Well, when you get it the way you want it, GIS can make that map for us. And they could make it 3 foot by however long you want it. And laminate it, I believe.
Okay, yeah, because I do have a vector graphic of that, but I mean, I don't know what they're capable of. I do know with the vector graphics so with that, when you expand a vector graphic, you can expand what's in that, but any landmarks within that map you have to actually do yourself. So I mean, I don't know what they're capable of. And as far as a full size map goes, maybe they're able to laminate it. What I have is it's going to go on a sheet of plywood, basically is the size of one, and the other one's half a sheet at the front, which hasn't been there in decades. That one is half a sheet of plywood. So, I mean, if that's something they can do, I will definitely reach out to them. I know I was going to have to find the sign company we used last time is no
Yeah.
longer in existence. So,
Yeah, well, it's just an option.
no, it's
They
great.
can-
It's a good idea.
They
So-
can make the map, and I know they can laminate stuff too, but.
Okay, yeah, it
I
depends.
don't-
We'll talk to them.
Then you could mount it on the plywood, I suppose, but,
Yep, yeah, the plywood mounts, they're plastic. They print them out on these plastic things and they wrap around.
well, that might be better.
Yeah, but I'm also going to look into some people to see if there's anyone out there. And I've talked to a few people and they just don't seem enthusiastic about it. I had one guy I thought for sure would do it, about actually painting the map. 'Cause that's what was done originally.
Wow.
And also the Boy Scouts can do it and stuff. It is an option too. I haven't reached out to them yet because I think they may have done it originally. But I have reached out to a couple artists and said, I can even, it's something that I thought they would really want to do, and they didn't really seem to. I was kind of surprised by that. They do murals and stuff all the time, and that was something they weren't, I kind of was trying to emphasize that they could, make it beautiful. It's not just a map. I mean, you have artistic, but so
Yeah.
far, no takers.
Okay.
Has there been any conflicts between the mountain bikers and the horses?
Not at all. I mean, honestly, I don't see a lot of mountain bikers out there. I only ever see the tire tracks. So you're like, oh, someone's definitely been out here, but no, we haven't had any conflicts between mountain bikers or hikers or anybody in
It's
horses.
awesome.
Yeah, the only conflict I have had is when I've had horses a few years back went into the hunting area. And it wasn't really a conflict. I mean, they were kids and they took off running. And by the time I got back to the trailer, they had already left the park. So they were kind of scared.
All right, thank you. All right, Ken, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Dave, can you get a motion to dispense with the minutes?
Usually we
get some bleed over from the other parts. That's the only holiday I noticed a lot of bleed over. So I don't have any, I have a reservation, we do have a reservation for that day, I think it's in Shabbat. You know, that might be at Cameron, so, we do, that is the one day we do get some bleed over. We do have to clean up and get ready for Labor Day, so the only holiday I noticed bleed over. All right.
Motion to dispense of prior meeting. Joe, second by Mike. All in favor? Okay, now we can move to account courthouse, jail, buildings and grounds. Motion to approve the bills. Matt, second by Mike. All in favor? Reports.
Good morning, boys. Okay, cleaning issues, I have nothing, no complaints, no emails, no pictures of anything that's upsetting somebody. The cleaning people will be doing some work downtown, buffing up some floors down there this weekend. So that's good on that part. Minor repairs, I have a water leak in the downtown courthouse in the schools, one of the offices there. And the guys opened up the wall this morning and they found it, so that's great. I'm gonna have JB go up there and try to fix it. And it's a plastered walls, and so it's hard to find. And there was a kitchen above where this leak is, so I thought maybe one of the vanities up there were leaking, and it's not. It's a pipe inside the ceiling. So we had to make some repairs in there, and that's a picture. It's all plastered ceilings, it's heavy-duty stuff, so it's not slapping a piece of drywall up there. You got the mesh in there with the plaster, so they opened it up and we found it, so that's good. Now the issue is, do I have to shut the whole building down to fix it? We'll find out. I'll find out today. And other stuff that we got going, I got a bunch of pictures that we have stuff going on. The jail fence, I think we could take that off. We're done with that, right? Yeah. And I think the jail roof, we're done with that, right, Kurt? And the lightning rods, everything was approved?
We're waiting on the final certification, the lightning rods still, but that's it. That's it.
That'd be a goal. Okay. All right, so I'll show you some of the stuff that we're working on, and then we'll go from there. Okay, this is downstairs in the jail. We had all kinds of problems with their air conditioning system. Like everybody should know, it's 26 years old. We can't find parts for it. Train comes out there. They can't work on it, so we call Carrier. And Carrier did the best they could trying to find parts. So we have 4 compressors there, and we got 3 working. And this is one of the issues we have here. This is an oil pump for one of the compressors that we couldn't get working. It's leaking. So we tried to get parts for it, and they couldn't find any parts. So they had to take it off and weld it and hope that everything would work. And doing these type of jobs, you got to take everything out of the units and put a vacuum on it, and it's a mess. It's not a 5-minute job, let me tell you. So we run the vacuum pump on it for 24 hours, make sure there's no leaks before you put the Freon back into it. The guy did a real nice job soldering the pipes that were cracked. We couldn't get them replaced. And we had to put some more gas into it. So now I got 3 compressors working 100%, and I got 1 compressor that we found an oil leak, and he's got to put an O-ring into that. And to do that, we might have to evacuate all the Freon again and take the thing apart and put an O-ring to seal that up. This is the jail. Unfortunately, this is our pump that pumps the sewage out of the jail into the main, and it was plugged up solid. And to pull this thing out of the pit, you got to use like a come along for pulling a motor out. And you can see the way we hooked it up, that the band on top is rusted out and one side's already broken. And if that falls in, I don't know how to get it out, let me tell you. You can see it. So we got that replaced. So after we took this out, we power washed, he cleaned it all up, got all the stuff off before he could even work on it. And he tips it over, He pounds out the screws because the impeller is locked up. And what we found, naturally, no one could explain how and when, but they flushed down plastic bags, rope, all kinds of shit. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but that's what we found. And to burn one of those pumps out, you're talking about $5,000-$6,000, guys. And if you have a company come in and do it, you could add another couple grand. So we got it all cleaned up, cleaned it all up, checked the impeller, and we changed the band on top, put a stainless steel band. We went to Heiss, and they cut us a nice piece of stainless steel, and we put that on, and we put the pump back in service.
Excuse me, Bob.
Yes.
I don't know much about it, but is there a way to put a pre-filter screen in,
No.
like a clean out screen?
The screen we get plugged up too.
Well, it's better than the pump.
Yeah, but see, if the spring that you're trying to save the pump is going to plug up a lot faster. These things are designed to they're trash pumps. They usually
Grind 'em up.
break all
Oh,
that stuff up.
That explains it.
But they can't break up a stream of long plastic. See what the inmates do there? They go in the washroom and they just keep flushing and flushing and feeding, flushing and flushing and feeding. Then it goes all the way down. Okay? Just like the D-Home. The D-Home cost me, what, about $4,000? And they flushed down a drinking bottle. Okay? And they came out and they couldn't rod it. We couldn't rod the bottle out of the line. We couldn't hook it to get it out. Two days to get that done. Now, this is the joke. Ready? Write a report, how much it costs, and then we'll give it to the parents. And same thing with the jail. When they break a sprinkler head and we have to come in there and change the sprinkler head and all that, write a report and we'll make them pay for it. I never seen a dime. So, I mean, what are you going to do? Yes, what it is. Okay, this is the unit that we had serving all the AC units that they were installing that we couldn't sell. So I took it and put it in the big Morton building. We got gas to it now. We got electric to it, and the ductwork's all into it now. So that big building now, we could supply heat and air. Heat's very important, especially in the wintertime when we put our trucks in there full of snow and salt. At least it can melt that stuff down. We can rinse them off. So they did a nice job. The only thing we're going to do now is change the lighting in there, put the LEDs, because they got the mercury vapor. It's in there and it's junk. Take a long time to warm up. So we're going to change the lighting in there, and we've got enough outlets in our electric box to start distributing through the whole area. And that's the gas line they put in. It's plastic. So they did a good job. The only thing now that's going to have air and air conditioning, you know what's going to happen? They want to make offices down there or something. You know? This is on the second floor in the courtroom on the north side. Unfortunately, there's chairs up there that don't have the rubber boots on them, and they just leave them there. And you think they would say, hey, maintenance, this chair's messing up. No, they just leave them up there, and it's just destroying all the new tile I put up there. See all the notches in there? It's terrible. So we walked around, and I threw a bunch out. That's it. I mean, you spend good money to do the floor and everything, and it's all common sense. I mean, when they move the chairs around, they can see that it's not protected. You don't have to worry about that no more. This is the door we put in for the state's attorney. It's all completed. We just have to have Rockford to come in and put the fob on it. It's all painted. It's drywall. And that's one of the safety. Yeah. And we were cleaning all down where the state's attorneys are, the whole hallway all the way down. Cleaned that all up. We did that over the weekend. And these are the guys that are working on the north side now, which is, they're really moving, doing a good job. They're really stepping up. And I told those guys yesterday, unfortunately, one of our employees wanted to park their car closer to the building. So they moved one of the horses so she could park her car there. And I went out there and I told them that they can't do that. Because once you do that, you're going to open up a floodgate of everybody say, hey, could you move the horse away so I could get closer to the building? And I've been here long enough to know that if someone puts their car where these people are working and a chips on their car or something scratches, they'll blame them. And we'll go through a whole kind of lawsuits, all kinds of paperwork for something stupid. Just tell them that they can't park there, and if they have any issues, please give me a call. Okay? Because that's stupid, why they want to do stuff like that. Okay, also, I did some homework for Brenda. She wanted to upgrade some of the state's attorney offices now. Some of them are going to have 3 desks in there or 3 people in there, and this be an opportunity to paint and change the floor in either rugs or vinyl. And we had a list, and I gave her a list of stuff of how much it's going to cost to do what she wants to do on her upgrade. It came out to close to about $24,000. And that's a lot of offices with new carpet and everything. I don't know, I didn't tell her I'm going to do it because I know I don't have the money for that, not right now. I don't know how you put that into a budget. And the same thing goes to the detectives. I walked them around already. All their offices be painted, and the office is going to get new carpet or vinyl. We did the hallway by the training center, and we painted all the hallways by the detectives and put new rugs down there, but we never touched their offices. Does that stuff go to their departments, or how do you do that? Because once you start that, I'm going to get a list from everybody.
I got a question for you, Bob.
Yeah, give it to
Are
me.
you adding any more outlets or internet access?
Yes. Me and Kurt are working with the treasurer downstairs, and that's going to be redone. And that's actually going to be like a floor print of what could happen to the other offices now that we got electric. We're going to put some extra outlets downstairs for the treasurer. The question is, can we put it through the wall, or are we going to be surface mounted? And these are the things that we're looking into.
Is that part of
So-
the request from Brenda?
No. This is something like, when we do an office like what Kurt's doing right now, this is the opportunity to try to sneak everything in that we plan, like bringing extra electric up, because you got to start sometime to see how hard it's going to be. Could we go through the walls, or everything's going to be surface mount? Where do you want these outlets? Above their desk, under their desk? You're going to move a couple filing cabinets because there's no more room. So it's a trial area.
Yeah, that was a loaded question.
Thank you. And we're going to be starting the entrance doors, right? The Tuesday. The stuff that you guys picked,
The signage.
the signage. Yep. They're going to start Fred first, and I think they're going to work their way this way. Okay. Anything for me? Yes, Gary.
Okay, these upgrades to the offices, did you put anything in next year's budget for that, or?
Well, for 2026, yeah, I talked to Amanda, and I says that we'd like to get a couple of these offices up here that the public actually walks in and does business with us, and they're really shabby, okay? So anything open to the public, I like to address first, okay? I am waiting for Kurt and me and Amanda to sit down, because that might be the same time for us to run new electric too in their areas. So like I says,
Yeah.
the treasure area is really like a trial area. From there, you know what to expect, you hope, when you go down and do these other rooms. And I'll try to put a number down in there.
So
For
you,
two-
so you did,
2026,
so you did put something in the budget for public
will.
areas?
I will. Not this budget. Not 25, next year's.
28 budget,
Yeah.
okay.
Before I get yelled at, and I'm talking to him. So what he's talking about is doing like the county clerk's office. That would
Right.
probably be the next on the list, but that would be Fund 28. Not, his budget does not have, we asked for people to give us, we already presented it to you guys.
Yes,
We're
that's what I
presenting it
wondered.
to Finance on Monday.
Right.
So he's got money in his, little bit extra money in his budget, but we didn't have this information until after we did the budget with
Right.
county property.
So
So
you-
if we have to raise a line because of these particular projects, we'll have to discuss that in finance.
Because like state's attorney and detectives, isn't that public safety?
I hope it is. Yeah. Well, see, that's what I don't understand. I mean, is it me or is it public safety? I know a lot of stuff is safety, if it's jail or stuff like, but a detective's office, is that safety? Do they have money? I mean,
No, they don't have any money.
No.
It's all general fund money.
so how do you budget something like this? You know, I got 10 buildings. How do you budget? Everybody's got their wish list. How do you budget? It's almost impossible. Some people are going to get their office remodeled. Some people have to wait like this. Then you're going to go, who's more important? Here we go. And
And it's
that's why I bring it
prioritized.
up to you guys. You pick it, then I'll do it.
Projects have to be presented prior to budget. It's coming out of Fund 28. Has anything been presented to Fund 28?
There isn't going to be a whole lot of money in Fund 28.
Thank you. There's no transfer of money or anything coming for projects like this. Nobody's transferring money to have this accomplished. Correct. That's back to your statement. Yes, I was getting there. Right, Fund 28 hasn't been worked yet, correct?
No,
All right.
we didn't present it yet.
Because in highway, we just figured out what we're going to present. All right. Any more questions for Bob? Downtown courthouses, we've got that worked out. Is it,
Yeah, the safety issues are all complete, except for we had one of the remotes, we thought the remote was bad. And Rockford, when they come and do the door up here by the state's attorney, they're going to go back out there and see why their remote doesn't lock the door in case of emergency.
window project? They're doing the lint.
Yeah, that's ongoing. They're working on the north side right now.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, Doug?
when they get over to, by the entrances, Bob, can you tell them to be very vigilant about having any stuff on the sidewalk or anything like that, so the public doesn't slip
Sure.
or fall?
Was
I
there,
noticed when they were doing it around here, sometimes there was, chips of stuff on the sidewalk and that kind of thing, and we don't want that over there, I don't think, so they might have to be a little extra vigilant on keeping that stuff swept off.
Okay. I have a pretty good relationship with them because I go
Yeah.
out there and talk to them all the time. I'll tell them a little bit more, sweep up a little bit, but they did sweep downstairs where the generator is, downstairs in our boiler room down there. Because even though they had tarps on the grates up there, all those chips still made their way down in there.
Oh,
So
of
they
course.
swept it all out, washed it. And the staircase going down on the north side here, they go right to the basement. They swept that and scraped it all up, and they swept that all out.
Good.
So they're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, good.
How about IT floor? Complete?
Yeah, I think it's totally complete now. We had an issue with one tile that was kind of like up and down a little bit, but the manufacturer came out, checked it and everything, and I think we're pleased with what he said. So it's nothing major.
Kurt?
Just back to that lintel project
Oh, yeah,
real
yeah.
quick. They've been working on Saturdays. Bob and I have been coming out on Saturdays and just doing a check-in with them. And I think that some of that you might have saw, Doug, I don't think the Saturday crew's cleaning up really good. And I think they leave stuff on Mondays. I noticed there were some chips in that. But I think the crew that works during the week's doing a pretty good job cleaning up. So we'll have to remind them that the Saturday crew, before they leave, has to check that out.
Yeah, they unfortunately they're grabbing people to help them. You know what I mean? And when it's really hot weather, some guys don't show up. And they got one guy that came in. He was new, and he was hammer drilling after 9 o'clock, having a good old time and vibrating. That's when Amanda you guys couldn't hear nothing up here. And I went out there, and he didn't know that you can't use the hammer drill after 9 o'clock. I says, listen, they have to let you know what's going on here. I says, you can't make that kind of noise 'cause it's all meetings. So he says, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. So
Yeah.
9 o'clock, there's no hammer drill since they got everybody on the same page.
Window replacement trial?
No
Sorry.
delivery date on them yet.
We're still
No date
waiting.
on them yet?
No, I stopped at the glass shop this morning before coming to this meeting, trying to get some cost estimates for the county, and also asked about that, and he didn't have an update. So to be perfectly honest, he's still waiting for some windows and doors for school projects that were supposed to be done over the summer. So he says he doesn't have an estimate. I mean,
Yeah.
right now we're at the
not a
whim
good
of the
thing.
manufacturer. Yep.
All right. 2-pipe to 4-pipe system?
That'd be in the 2026.
It's budgeted.
No, it's not budget. You guys say yes or no.
It'll
And
be
we're
in
gonna
the-
put everything down in the paper and stuff.
It'll be in the list of projects
Yeah.
that you guys got to figure out what possibly to pursue.
Yeah, I got,
In this committee or full board? Did we make a referral yet?
nothing.
That's Fund 28, sorry.
Yeah, 28.
Okay, sorry.
Everything we're gonna list for all the big projects that we're gonna be doing in 2026, we'll present it to you people, and then you guys decide which way you wanna go. Now, especially with the jail. Now, the jail, I don't think we have to worry too much, because I think Adam says he's gonna take care of it on safety. But the issue is, and Kurt, myself, and a mechanical engineer, it's gonna be a lot different than just dropping the air conditioner in there, because all the new stuff. Right, Kurt?
So the new refrigerant rules went into place, and we met with the mechanical engineer earlier this week. And for chillers and mechanical equipment that are inside of buildings, because the new refrigerant is much more flammable than the previous ones used, they bumped up the ventilation requirements for that refrigerant in case there's a leak. So we're now looking at probably putting the new units outside of the jail. And we're still investigating. Ideally, if they could go up on the roof, that would be the best, so no one can tamper with them, and they're not right outside the cell block windows, and the noise isn't causing us issues and all that. But we've got to review the structure first to see if that's even a possibility.
I was gonna say
So we're trying to come up with a solution that we want to present to you with a proposal, but we do not have it yet.
All right. Amanda, anything on high bid? Okay,
So every vehicle that we put on there sold, I did maybe about $16,000 on everything. We got one left, everything else has been picked up. I got one vehicle left to be picked up. So everything went pretty good.
thank you. Midwest Bar Terminal moved to finance. Do you know, Gary, if it made it to there? All right. We'll move on. Any movement on generator, Don?
Just did the posting, should be up this morning, or I think it's hearing date on the 11th.
Of
September.
September. Right. September 11th hearing.
I think that's what it is. Full board's on the 8th. I think it's on the 11th.
All right. That'll be here,
No, it'll be downtown.
downtown.
The city hall.
All right.
I'll have to get that for you. I took copies down to have them posted down there yesterday afternoon. The last
me,
time
Dave.
it was like 11 o'clock, but I'm not sure what it is.
Oh, I didn't know you were there, Joanne.
Oh, I've been here the whole time. Hey, I just wondered, that hearing, is that with the city of Ottawa, or is that with their other
Uh,
committee, like the
The
historical?
Historic preservation. Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome.
Thank you, Joanne.
I'll get a copy of that to Amanda and have her email it to everybody.
Bob, do you have any ADA compliant projects going?
No, I don't.
All right, not
No,
this time?
Yeah, I'm caught up with that.
Good. Any more questions for Kurt or Bob? We have everything covered? We'll wait on Fund 28. So at this point, is there a motion to adjourn? Oh, hold on, question for Doug.
Are you gonna do budgets the next meeting or the week, meeting after that, or what's the plan? For 29? Pardon?
We already did 29.
28?
28, we don't have any numbers yet.
Okay.
Can't do any more.
We don't have anything from Treasurer's Office on what TIF money will be coming in or anything yet, do we? Projections?
Did 29's budget go to finance?
Monday. This Monday. He will be at the finance.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Good with the questions? You're welcome, Doug. Motion to adjourn. Gary Small, second by Tom Miller. All in favor?